Welcome to Monday morning HIIT training. Good morning. Welcome to Monday morning HIIT class. We are going to get right into it. We're going to do something a little bit different for our warm-up today. We're going to really start to activate our back and our glutes to make sure that they're fully engaged, as we're going to be doing a lot of things that really require a nice sturdy support system through the trunk of our body. So we're going to really start to wake up that area. Oh, hold on, I'm having some technical things here. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So we are going to start in almost like, for those of you who have done yoga, this will make sense. We're going to start in almost like a baby chair. And so what I want you to do, we're not going to squat straight down. Instead, we're going to stick our hips back. Okay, so see, the position of my knees doesn't change. My hips are back. Really start to squeeze the glutes. Bring the arms overhead, roll the shoulders back and down. And then we're going to start to bend the knees, but we're going to send the hips back. Notice the position of my knees doesn't change. And really see how far you can engage those arms back behind your ears. And then pull the arms to the shoulders, extend back, and repeat. Really keep that engagement down the back. Squeeze the glutes. So we're not real deep into this. Instead, we're really focused on activating the glutes and the lower back. Really lift up through the chest. Okay, next time you get your arms overhead, you're going to stay here and just pulse back. Okay, extend the arms back behind the ears as far as you can. Start to hinge forward, but keep that nice flat back. Keep the chest lifted. Squeeze the behind and come back up. Forward and up. One more. Forward and come all the way up. Go ahead and stretch it out for a second. Okay, we're going to step our left foot forward. We're up on the right toes, heels up. So all 10 toes are pointed forward. We're going to interlace the fingers, bring them overhead, and we're just going to reach to the left and come center. Repeat. Just keep reaching to the left, coming center. Two more. Okay, extend the arms back. Keep a nice flat back, hinge forward. We're going to pull the hands back to the shoulders, extend back. Come up, extend back. Two more times. And other side, same thing. Right foot's forward, left foot's back, up on the left heel. Interlace the fingers, reach to the right, come back center. Reach and come center. Last one, good. Reach the arms up, hinge forward, pull the fist back towards the shoulders, reach back. Really engage that lower back here. Almost done. Then we'll get into the harder stuff. Okay, come center. Bring the feet nice and wide. And we're going to put a nice generous bend in the knees and hinge forward. Bring the arms out in front. Lift the chest, pull the arms behind the ears. Start to hinge forward and up. It's just a tiny little movement here, almost like a half a good morning. One more. And come all the way down. You're going to have this left hand on the ground. The right hand's going to circle up, big circle with a straight arm. Follow it with your eyes or with your head and come all the way back down. Repeat, big circle and come down. 3 more. Last one. And other side. Big circle. Follow it with your gaze. 3 more on this side. And then we're going to hop right into it. Okay. Bend into the knees, come all the way up. Okay, so we are going to do a combination of concentrated strength and cardio. We're going to do 40 seconds strength, 20 seconds cardio, and we're going to do a series of 4 different supersets of these exercises, and then we'll rest every 5th minute. We're going to do 4 rounds. This will all make more sense as we get started. The main thing you need to know right now is you need a set of weights. A set of weights that's going to challenge you. If you don't have a set of weights, what I want you to do instead, we've got bent rows. If you don't have weights, do Supermans. Everybody I see logged on definitely knows what a Superman is. So you'll do Supermans. It'll probably be actually harder because you'll be doing 40 seconds of them. And instead of chest press, you're going to do some kind of push-up, modified push-up. You can do it on the floor on your knees, on the wall. Just make sure you don't let your elbows flare. If you have weights, though, that would be the better choice so that you're not expending all your energy on the strength and you've got some for the cardio. So we're going to hop into it. Like I said, this will make more sense as we get started. But go ahead and grab your weights. We're going to go right into bent rows. Okay, so nice bend in the knees, hinge forward, flat back, row straight back. Really let those elbows graze the waist and hug into the sides. Ten more seconds, and then we're going to go into half burpees for 20 seconds. 5 more seconds. Last one, weights down, half burpees. Get right into it. Jump out, jump back in, stand up. Nice flat back as you stand up. You can always step out, step in. Make sure you don't let your hips sag. Okay, plank. We're going to hold a plank for 40 seconds. Lift up through the chest. Make sure you're not rounding through the back. Hugging all those muscles around the spine. $15 more seconds. 5 more seconds. And then we're going into mountain climbers for 20 seconds. Mountain climbers. Remember, you can always step, step. The main thing is we're getting our heart rate spiked during these 20 seconds. You can come up and march in place if you want. 5 more seconds. Okay, flip over for chest press. Remember, slight bend in the arms at the top of the movement. Lightly tap the mat at the bottom of the movement. Five more seconds and we're gonna flip over for plank jacks. Okay, flip over. Don't let your hips sag here. You don't want them down here. It'd be better for you to have them up here. More than anything, brace the core. 5 more seconds, you can step out. Again, you can stand up and jog in place. Okay, come up for squats. Feet hip distance apart. Hips go back, like you're sitting into a chair. Notice the position of my knees. Really doesn't change very much. Ten more seconds, and then we're going into squat jumps. Okay, squat jumps. So hinge the hips back, touch the floor, press up, land soft like a cat. Your modification would be fast squats, you touch the floor, heel raise at the top. 3 more seconds and you get a minute rest. Okay, rest. So you'll hear a ding when we've got 20 seconds left to rest. Grab some water, catch your breath. We're going to do the same thing next round. Okay, you got 20 more seconds rest, and then we're gonna go into bent rows or Supermans. 10 seconds. You can go ahead and grab your weights if you want. Remember, feet are close together, bend in the knees for a flat back, and row. Don't forget to brace all those muscles around the spine to support it. Ten more seconds, then we're into half burpees. Okay, weights down, half burpees. Remember, don't let the hips sag. Five seconds. And come down for a plank. Lift up through the chest, don't round the back. Hugging all those muscles all the way around the trunk of the body. Press the heels back. Ten seconds, then we're going into mountain climbers. And mountain climbers. So remember, if you're starting to get fatigued, you can always step. You can always come up, jog in place, march in place. Just do something to get your heart rate up. 5 seconds and we're into chest press or push-ups. Okay? Five more seconds and we're into plank jacks. Okay. Brace the core, don't let the hips sag. Ideally, the top half of the body should be fairly stationary. And remember, you can always step out step out. Last one, and come up for squats. So sometimes our bodies don't like squats first thing in the morning, especially. So first of all, try modifying. Make sure your hips are far enough back where you're not putting a strain on your knees. Squeeze your glutes as you come up. If it still hurts, go to a wall and just do a wall sit. Really drive the weight down through both heels evenly as you come up. 5 more seconds, we're into squat jumps. Last one, squat jumps. Remember, really thin the hips back here. Land soft like a cat. Or you can be here, just in a little jog or a big jog. You can do modified jumping jacks, 3 seconds. Okay, minute rest. We're halfway through the workout. You're halfway through your rest time. Okay, here's your 20-second warning. 20 seconds. We're going into the third round. Okay, if you want to go ahead and grab your weights for bent rows, 5 more seconds, or you're going into Supermans. Okay, nice flat back, hinge forward. Don't get sloppy. If you're too fatigued for this, where you can't brace your core and support your spine, do tabletop rows where you're on your hands and knees. Sit on a chair. Lean on one side and do a single arm row. Your spine really needs to be supported here. Ten seconds. 5 seconds and we're into half burpees. Okay, half burpees. Don't let the hips sag. Super important. Three seconds. And we're into a plank. Chest lifted. Core engaged. Nice flat back. Press back through the heels. Ten seconds and we're into mountain climbers. This is when it gets rough. 5 seconds. And mountain climbers. So if your core is really getting fatigued here, opt for these slower mountain climbers. Or get up, march or jog in place. You don't want to get sloppy here. And come over for chest press. Or push-ups. So if you're doing the push-up variation, make sure your elbows aren't flaring. They should be pointed slightly down. If you're at the wall, they should be pointed towards the floor. If you're on the floor, they should be pointed towards your legs. Keep the shoulders pulled back and down with whichever exercise you're doing. Last one, and flip over for plank jacks. Hips up. Engage the core. Modify if you need to. Step out, step out. 3 seconds. And up for squats. Feet hip distance apart. Hips drop back. Squeeze the glutes, drive the weight down through the heels to come up. Ten more seconds. Squat jumps. Land soft like a cat. Ten more seconds, and you get a minute rest. Three seconds. Okay, minute rest, and we got one more round. Thirty more seconds rest. Final round. It's hard, but it's fast. Here's your 20-second warning. 20 more seconds, we're into our last round. Okay, 10 seconds if you want to go ahead and grab your weights for bent rows. And row. Really work on keeping the chest lifted here. That's going to help you keep a flat back. Ten seconds. Every time you hear a buzzer or a bell, it's the last time you'll see an exercise today. Okay, weights down, half burpees. Five seconds and we're into a plank. Okay, this time you might want to consider doing a forearm plank. A lot of people think this is an easier plank. It is a little easier on your arms, but you're at a much more extreme angle with your core. Wherever you are, lift up through the chest. Make sure you're not rounding in the back. Ten seconds. So if you are on your forearms, you might want to come up to get ready for mountain climbers. And mountain climbers. Ten more seconds here. Then we're into chest press or push up. 5 seconds. Good. Chest press. Ten more seconds. Then we flip over for plank jacks. And plank jacks. One of 2 cardio rounds we have left. This is not the time to get sloppy with plank jacks. If you need to just hold a plank or step out, do it. And come up, squat. Last minute, home stretch. Feet hip distance apart. Send the hips back. Drive up through the heels. Ten more seconds here. We're into squat jumps and then we're done. Okay, last 20 seconds, squat jumps, make them count. Ten seconds. Last one, and you're done. Okay, come down on the right knee, left foot forward, 2 90-degree angles in your legs, tilt the pelvis. Extend the right arm up and over to the left. And other side, same thing. Tilt the pelvis. Extend the left arm up and over to the right. Okay, if it feels comfortable to sit on the heels, sit on the heels. If not, you can just sit cross-legged or even stand. Interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Okay, come all the way to standing. Okay, we're gonna do just a simple standing forward fold. Don't let your head get below your heart if you're still out of breath. So you can just support yourself on your shins. You can even hold a piece of furniture. And then press your heels down through the mat. And you should feel a nice, good stretch through the back of the body. Okay, come to a wall, or you can even sit in a chair and do this. Prop the left ankle on the right knee and just send those hips back for a nice, good hip stretch on the left side. And other side, same thing. And come up. Okay, it is 8:28 on Monday morning and your workout is done. Make sure you hydrate. Remember, the better you eat, the more the longevity is of the increased metabolic effects. And remember, 10 a.m. tomorrow, we've got strength.